Toowiimii!
Hello everyone, my name is Toowiimii, and today I'll be giving you 10 reasons why I prefer Animal Crossing New Leaf over New Horizons. Before you start writing in the comments, please hear me out and then give me your thoughts. Without further ado, let's start with number 10. Number 10. There was more variety in holes and rocks. While playing New Horizons, something I was sorely missing while digging up holes and hitting rocks was variety. More so on the holes. In New Horizons, the only thing you can dig up is a fossil. The exception to this was during Bunny Month. You could dig up some eggs, but who wanted to do that? The other thing you could dig up is bamboo, but bamboo's never a surprise because you know it's gonna be bamboo. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, there was a huge variety of things you could dig up. One of these being fossils, but also gyroids and pitfall seeds. For those that don't know, gyroids were collectible items that you could get only by digging them up. They were each unique and made a variety of different noises. Another thing that you could dig up were pitfall seeds. These were holes that you or villagers can fall into, and let me tell you, it was very amusing to push villagers you didn't like into pitfall seeds. Pitfall seeds are in New Horizons, but they are a DIY recipe and not something that you can randomly dig up. Now, let's get to rocks. There is somewhat of a variety with rocks in New Horizons, but not as much as there was in New Leaf. In New Horizons, from hitting rocks, you could get rocks, clay, iron ore, gold, or bells. In New Leaf, there are even more materials to discover from rocks. These included bells, gold, amethysts, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, and silver. This is a small gripe, but more variety would really help out New Horizons. So let's move on. Number 9. Fortune cookies and Nintendo items. Wouldn't it be so cool if you could dress up your Animal Crossing character as Link or Samus, or put a bullet bill in your house, or even just a Wii Fit balance board? Well, these were a reality in Animal Crossing New Leaf. In that game, you would use play coins to purchase a fortune cookie that would allow you to get a random Nintendo-themed item. For those that don't know what play coins are, they are a 3DS currency that you would obtain by walking around in the real world. One of my goals while playing New Leaf was to get all of the Nintendo-themed items, which is something I'm still working on because there are just so many of them to collect. Number 8. Tool durability. In previous Animal Crossing games, you did not need to craft tools. Crafting in the form it is in New Horizons did not exist. Mainly, you would just buy one tool and that was all that you needed. There were some exceptions to this, like the axe, but most people didn't use the axe constantly, so it wasn't a huge issue. In New Horizons, your tools break constantly, and you always need to craft new ones. Crafting tools in New Horizons is just so tedious and annoying. I despise it. And I don't think I'm alone in feeling this way. This wouldn't bother me as much if the gold tools in New Horizons never broke, like in New Leaf, but they do. So, no matter what you do, you cannot have an unbreakable tool. I guess this is more realistic, but games aren't fun because they're realistic. Alright, moving on to number 7, the museum's second floor. So, the museum in Animal Crossing New Horizons is quite amazing. I love how it feels as though you're stepping into an aquarium or botanical garden. It's really quite remarkable. It's sad that I want more from it though. In New Leaf, there was a second floor to the museum that allowed you to create your own exhibits. One of these exhibits that I made was based on Nintendo, where I put all the extra Nintendo items that I had from fortune cookies in this exhibit. Celeste also chilled on the second floor and would sell you silver tools and other items. This is minor, but it's always nice to have more places to buy things in Animal Crossing. In New Horizons, currently there are only 2 places where you could buy things, and it would be really nice if you could go to your museum and buy little souvenirs. Number 6. The Dream Suite. Do you guys wish there was a way you could visit all the cool and beautifully made islands created by the Animal Crossing community without having to be friends with them and without having to have their gates open? Let me introduce you to the Dream Suite. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, the Dream Suite allowed you to randomly or selectively choose someone else's town and visit it. While doing so, you could cause whatever chaos you wanted, but it would never affect the original town. This was a great way to visit other people's towns and get ideas for your own without having to be friends with that person. It is a feature that I really wish was included in New Horizons due to the numerous ways people have used outdoor furniture and terraforming. Number 5. Club LOL and the Roose Cafe. For those of you that don't know Club LOL, it is a nightclub that existed in Animal Crossing New Leaf. If you visited Club LOL after 8 p.m., you were introduced to DJ K.K.Slider. He will give you some great music, as always, and your character could even perform a number of different dance moves to his music. If you went after 8 p.m. on a Saturday, he would perform one of his songs on his guitar. If you went any other time, you would meet an awesome character named Shrunk. If you gave Shrunk a piece of fruit, he would perform a joke for you, and this was how you unlocked your reactions. Club LOL was the designated hangout spot in Animal Crossing for me and my friends. It was fun to visit and dance and get songs and reactions and just overall have a great time. In New Horizons, there is no such equivalent to Club LOL. Along these lines, there is also no Roose Cafe in New Horizons. This was a coffee shop that your character or villagers could visit. You would order a coffee and just relax. You could even get a job as a barista. It's just another hangout spot that would have been cool to have in New Horizons that is sadly absent. Number 4, swimming and diving. Okay, let me get this straight. In New Horizons, you live on an island, but you can't go swimming? That really just bothers me. In New Leaf, you could purchase a diving suit that would allow you to go into the ocean. If you saw shadows in the water, you could dive down and get deep sea creatures. You could then donate these creatures to Blathers at your museum. Again, it really sucks that this wasn't included in New Horizons because you literally are on an island. Of course you should be able to go into the water. Number 3, Torre Island. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, Torre Island was, well, an island that you could take a boat to from your town. Now, I know many of you might be thinking that the Torre Island does exist in some capacity in New Horizons, as you can visit a random island with the Nook Miles ticket. Although these random islands do not have the same charm that Torre Island did in New Leaf. First off, you would get a boat ride from Captain, and he would sing an awesome song to you during the ride. When you arrived on the island, you would meet Torre and his whole family. There were different tropical items you could buy from them, a cute store to explore, and my favorite, the island tours. The island tours were mini games that you could play by yourself or with your friends. You would earn medals that were used to buy tropical items in the island shop. The main point to take away from this is you could play these tours with your friends online or locally. And this gave you and your friends something to actually do together while playing Animal Crossing. In New Horizons, I feel like there isn't much to do when your friends visit your island besides just look at decorations or exchange items, and that gets boring pretty fast. Number 2, the retail shop. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, there is another shop known as Retail, run by Reese and Cyrus. Not having this shop was a huge disappointment to me. For one, it was another location that you could sell your items instead of Nook's Cranny. You could sell items directly to Reese for a set price, or you could pawn it off in her shop. The retail shop also allowed you to customize furniture. Yes, I know you can use customization kits to customize furniture in New Horizons, but those kits only work for some items that you craft. They do not work for every single item. If I bought a black chair from Nook's Cranny and I wanted to make it white, I can't do that in New Horizons. I just have to hope that a friend of mine has the color I want, or it eventually shows up in my shop. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, you would give the furniture piece to Cyrus and he would change the color for you. Number 1, villager errands. This is the main reason that I actually made this video, and it really bothered me ever since I started playing New Horizons. One of the things that always kept me coming back to New Leaf was my villagers and the interactions I had with them. In New Leaf, villagers would always want to do something with you or have you do something for them. For example, they could ask you for a nickname, a certain fruit, to give a gift to another villager, to come over to your house, or to even bury a time capsule. I loved every errand that I would do for them, and I grew very attached to my villagers, almost to the point that they were my personal friends. This is not the case in New Horizons. In the new game, errands for villagers do not exist. The only thing you can do with your villagers is make small talk or give them gifts, and that just doesn't do it for me. New Horizons really shines when you are watching your villagers from a distance. My favorite being Pashima singing around my town. But this does not attribute to a relationship with your villagers. They are not zoo animals to be observed. They are your friends that you are supposed to interact with and enjoy the company of. This is why, in its current state, I enjoy New Leaf much more than New Horizons. Overall, Animal Crossing New Horizons feels like an empty shell compared to its predecessor. It feels like a game released without enough content that they're just going to release later as updates. Let me be clear, I do not hate New Horizons, and I do try to play it every day. I just find it sad that I feel this way about the game. I have a really deep love and appreciation for all the Animal Crossing games, but with New Horizons, I don't feel the same way. I feel as though I'm forcing myself to play Animal Crossing because I want to love it. And when I played Animal Crossing New Leaf, my parents had to stop me from playing it, and it is still my most played game on my 3DS. I know some of these things that I mentioned might be added in later updates, but as of now, these things do not exist. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and if you agree with my points, then please like and share this video. Even if you don't agree, I would love to hear from what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day, everyone.